Welcome back to another model tree tutorial. I am going to try something different today. So I noticed on a lot of the sagebrush this time of year, I'm seeing these flowers. I suppose it's flowers on the tops of the sagebrush. So I cut a bunch of them and figured I could use those as the tree topper material that I use to add my foliage to. So first, of course, we've got to get our armature where we want it, and I think this looks pretty good. I've trimmed it up a little bit already. It's got a fairly full shape to it. It could maybe use some right there, but honestly it's a pretty good natural look for even a fruit tree or an oak, depending on the scale. Cottonwood, I mean there's a number of different trees, right? So tell me what you think it looks like in the comments below. If you've got an idea of what type of tree that could go for, let me know. I'm thinking I don't want it to be just a flat top, and that's kind of the way it's cut right now, so I might modify some of that. I might add something in there. We'll see how it goes. So, and then like I say, I might make a tree just out of that, so I'm going to set that aside. And so this is the sagebrush material that I'm thinking of working with here. So let's get started. We're going to first glue on some of these pieces. So one of the things I've noticed with this sagebrush stuff is we've got a lot of little pieces. So if I cut the top off of that, then I've got a pretty good little branch piece there, pretty good piece there. Here's one over here. And if I don't want it to be pointing out at the end, I can clip that off. And then all these little pieces that are falling off, I can glue in as well. All right, well, we've got quite a bit of material here to work with, so let's get that glue gun out and we'll start gluing the pieces on. So we want to start from the top, remember? So we've got a few different places that are top considerations on this. I'll take that one right there and we'll just kind of stick that right up there. And this has quite a few branches in there that can work real well, I think. I had a thought as I started adding all of these, with this stuff being so fragile and so light, I'm going to try doing spray glue on the main tree and attaching these with spray glue. So let's see how that works. Alright, so glue applied. Now if I want to take this and place it right in there. Wow, well that actually feels like it adhered pretty good. That has done pretty good. Let's take this one right here. I found that I went a little heavy actually on the spray glue, so I went back to the other. I've decided to go back to the glue gun for a bit here. These pieces are so fragile. I decided to try later spraying those flower parts first and see if I can get them to stick together a bit better, and that actually worked out well. So in the future, that's what I'll do when I use this method. So I was cutting a bit more sagebrush and I decided I think this could use another branch right there. And so I'm going to take that and glue it right in place right there. And I'm going to use hot glue for that. Put a decent amount of glue on there. That right in there, and then I'm going to add a little glue around the base and let that dry a bit, and then that'll help fill in the tree, and I kind of like that look a little better. I think I am about there on this one. I'm sure I could put more branches on there. Let me know in the comments if you think I should have put more smaller branching in there when this is done, but I'm going to move on to adding some greenery. So since I've used a lot of the spray glue during the process of this, I've actually got a bit of that stickiness on the tree already, so we'll see if we can get some of this greenery to stick already as it is. And some of it might. But it's simply one of those situations where you do the best you can. You can always scrape some of them off if needed. I decided after the tree was finished here to give it a final spray of glue to hold it together. And I'm going to let it sit there for a little while and dry and come back to it.